Hey, yearbook staff, hope you're doing well. Just want to give you a quick rundown of what I expect to be completed before you come back to yearbook for next week. So as promised, I have some feature writing notes for you. And what you need to know about feature writing is that feature writing is different from news writing in that it focuses on the human experience and the human elements. So when you think about what your parents read, maybe what you read in the news, those are all going to be news articles. And as we looked at before, news focuses on the who, the what, when, where, why, and sometimes the how. And it's going to give all the factual information free of a little bit of bias and pretty much just a black and white thing. What happened, who was there, what were the effects of it, and how's it going to affect the reader. For feature writing, it's going to focus a lot more on the daily life of folks. It's going to focus on some of that creative language that you're probably used to seeing in newspaper or in magazine writing and even internet writing. You also see feature stories focused on daily life of an individual. So what you're going to see, the big difference is that news is going to cover the daily happenings, maybe the weekly happenings of news events, and feature writing is kind of that dive in deeper, or that slow down. It might not have, a big community-wide splash, but it is important to people. So let me show you how to find your feature notes. So from class, you are going to click on writing, and in the writing folder, you're going to see the feature writing folder. So go ahead and open that bad boy up. And at the very top, you'll see that you have some notes to take. So what I want you to do, you're going to follow this link to your feature writing notes. This background information is crucial for being prepared for class, so make sure that you have notes to show me in class next week. You're going to click this link, and I want you to be writing down any and all questions that you have to be thinking and engaged. So something that you want to follow up with me or that you want to bring questions to class with for next week. We're going to actually open up class Tuesday with your questions, with your notes from the feature writing. So when you click this, it's going to bring up your feature writing overview. And what I really want you to focus on in your notes, I want you to spend time looking at the transition quote formula, and we're going to go into this in more detail next week. You're actually going to try creating your own little mini feature in class. So this is going to be very important, transition quote formula. It's how you kind of organizationally structure your writing. Pay careful attention getting cozy with leads. And make sure that you know the difference between the different types of leads. So what you're going to want to be doing in your notes, because these are so in-depth, you're going to see the examples, focus on conclusions, focus on the leads that maybe you think you could write next week, but make sure that you can tell the difference between them. I also want you to make sure that you are focused on kind of the difference between narrative, descriptive, and what those look like. So really pay attention to how those leads look and what happens. This is a long PowerPoint, but the reason it's long is that it's giving you many examples. So really focus on what makes these things different and how could I use these different types of leads in my writing, as well as the different format and structure. So I'll be looking for your notes in class next week, and then you've got an assignment to complete. What I want you to do, so with your assignment that I want you to complete, it's called Pick 2 because you've got 4 stories that you can look at, but you're only going to focus on 2 of them. So you've got your information on maybe how to write features, but now I want to actually have you look at it in action before you come to class next week. So below you'll see the headlines and links to 4 stories. Your task is to pick 2 and complete a brief analysis. Write up your analysis, mainly identification and a look at the effectiveness of the different types of writing, in a Word document, and you're going to turn it into this drop box right here. You're going to click Pick 2 to turn it in and earn your points. Make sure you email me with your questions, and then here's kind of what you're going to fill out for your analysis. And make sure that you'll need to click File, Make a Copy, because it's going to open it up in Docs to make sure you can edit it. So you'll open it up. If you're logged in, I think it should take you right to it, but let me show you how to make a copy in case you forgot. So you're not going to be able to edit this because it's my original copy. So to edit it, you're going to click File, Make a Copy, go ahead and put your name or your last name so I know whose it is when it gets turned in. It's going to open up your own copy. It's going to allow you to now edit it and type in your responses. You can share the link back with me, but what I would prefer that you do is click File, Download As, Microsoft Word document, just like File Save As, only File Download As, and then you can actually upload it to the Dropbox of Pick 2. So spend some time with your feature notes and your feature articles. I would love for you to come back with more feature stories, maybe that you went beyond just the 4 I gave you, maybe some current examples. But again, let me know what questions you have and do awesome thinking. Remember, questions are good. Bring them next week, and we will keep working on feature writing. Thanks.